Good morning again, guys. Yeah, it's Thursday. You can figure it's going to be a busy day. Uh, Vengeance is a dish best served cold. Yeah. Maybe you guys have seen this. Maybe you haven't. But Ron DeSantis, Greg Abbott, Doug Ducey, they are getting even for all of us. And while some may call their actions inhumane, I don't see how. Okay. If you caught this last night, there were a couple of planes that landed in Martha's Vineyard, very wealthy place outside of Boston. It's where the Obamas have their summer home. Okay. But a couple of planes landed in Martha's Vineyard last night, sent from Florida with illegals on them. Mm-hmm. Hey, you want to be a sanctuary state? Might as well take them, right? There were just within the last hour or so, a couple of buses that pulled up right in front of Kamala Harris's home at the Naval Observatory, full of illegals. You deal with them. We hear constantly from Washington, oh, we need to be more sympathetic. We need to get rid of the borders. We need to be one world, and everybody needs to be able to come here. Until they're in your backyard. And now all of a sudden, it's not so cool. Lori Lightfoot last week shipped a bunch of the illegals that Greg Abbott sent to Chicago. She sent them out of Cook County over to Burr Ridge. Okay, Burr Ridge is in DuPage County, and it is a Republican county. But Lori Lightfoot didn't want to be the sanctuary city, the sanctuary state. She sent them somewhere else. Now, could you say that these people are being used as political pawns? Sure. Okay. Do I have any sympathy for them? No. You didn't have to come here. Nobody forced you at gunpoint to walk up through Mexico, come from Venezuela, Colombia, El Salvador, whatever, to come to the United States. You get what we tell you. Okay. And if Texas doesn't want you, if Florida doesn't want you, if Arizona doesn't want you, we'll send you somewhere that they supposedly want you. However, it sure seems that the sanctuary cities and the sanctuary states sure change their minds when all of a sudden it's in their backyard. It's the old NIMBY principle, not in my backyard. It's great as long as it's somewhere else. You want to put a nuclear power plant in? I'm all for it. Great. We're going to put it down the street from you. Oh no, you can't put it near me. I want it. I want to benefit from it, but I don't want to have to see it. Okay. Same concept. Here's a good one though. If you think about it doesn't affect you, I want you to look at this real quick. This is a map of the United States, obviously, showing how much the state costs are, not federal, okay, not what the federal government is paying, how much this is costing each individual state for illegal immigration, okay? Your taxes, your state taxes, how much has to be paid for illegal immigration. California wants it. California's broke. California costing you $23 billion to support all these illegals. But you want to be a sanctuary state. And, what do? Now, when you can't afford your state budget, you go to the feds. Everybody else needs to help us pay our bills. Okay. The richest state in the country is bankrupt. Okay. Texas, who doesn't want illegals coming in, is second at $11 billion. Texas does not have a state income tax. So your sales tax, your property tax, is what's being used to pay $11 billion for this illegal invasion. You look at other ones. Florida has a big problem, $6.3 billion. Arizona has a big problem, $2.3 billion. It's amazing that the states that are sanctuary states, they don't want the illegals. They want the other states to take on the illegals. There are 11 states and the District of Columbia that are sanctuary states. Let's take a look at how much they pay. All right, California is the first one. All right, we already talked about that. Colorado, $1.6 billion. Connecticut, $1.1 billion. Let's see, who's next? Illinois, Massachusetts, and Jersey. Well, if we take a look at those, Illinois, $3.2 billion. Massachusetts, where's Mass? $2 billion. Jersey, $4.5 billion. If we go on, New York, Oregon, and Rhode Island. Okay, what do we got there? $7.5 billion. Oregon, $1.2 billion. Rhode Island, tiny little Rhode Island, $272 million. Gee, they're not spending enough money on illegals. I think they need to start sending up a lot more illegals to Rhode Island. They want them, right? Okay. Vermont and Washington round out the states. Okay, tiny little Vermont. What is it? $344 million. I think we need to send some more there. And Washington is $2 billion. Okay. Now, that's wonderful that most of them are spending over $1 billion. They want this. Let them spend their money. The rest of us don't want this. So let's start taking a look at this. Georgia, who's not a sanctuary state, $2.5 billion. Nevada, who's not a sanctuary state, $1.6 billion. Okay. Go in. My state of Tennessee, almost $800 million. Look at where a lot of preppers live, Missouri and Arkansas. Combined between the two of them, that's $700 million. Oklahoma, another prepper haven, okay, $624 million. You start looking at this and go, what are they thinking? With inflation where it is, with the homeless for that we have, with veterans who can't get care, coming back missing limbs, PTSD, whatever, I mean, real PTSD, from what used to be called shell shock, okay, for seeing the horrors of the world. They can't get help, but, PTSD, I missed my bus, so I have PTSD now, that kind of liberal crap. We're spending billions upon billions upon billions of dollars. And these states that are bitching that oh my God, they're sending illegals to me. I mean, really, Vermont is a sanctuary state. Please tell me how many South and Central Americans, their ambition in life is to move to Vermont or to Rhode Island or to Washington State. Do you notice how a lot of these sanctuary states are the ones way up north? Oregon, Washington, Illinois, Vermont, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. I mean, the majority of them. Why? Because it's good politics. Oh, look at us. We're so friendly. Because they figure there's not a single person that's going to come across the border that is going to hike across half the United States, go, 1,500 miles, 2,000 miles north to go there. So they can say how friendly and how kumbaya they are until it's in their backyard. And then all of a sudden, it's like, you can't do that. That's using them as political pawns. No, you should keep them all down south. Okay, right. Yeah. Sending a couple of planes to Martha's Vineyard, I hope they start shipping 747s stacked with people in there. Okay? Start sending them to Vermont, to Rhode Island. I mean, this is great. We sent a couple. I mean, Florida's legislature passed $12 million in their budget to ship illegals out. Keep sending them up north. Keep sending them to New York, New Jersey, Vermont. And I'm sorry if you live there. You voted for these people. Maybe not you personally, but your state. These people do not belong here. If they wanted to come, they could have done it the legal way. But when have the Democrats ever wanted to do something the legal way? can't put the work in. We need to do it the easy way. We'll just rewrite the definition. We'll just rewrite the law to make it easy for everybody. I'm sorry. You get what you asked for. Kudos to Ducey, Abbott, and DeSantis for doing this. This is the way it should be. You want to be a sanctuary state? You want to piss away your people's money? You go ahead. Just don't expect the rest of us to support it. Pinball out.